Hey, it's Karen from Scarlette Coaching, and I'm here today to teach you how to sing without damaging your voice. I can't actually think of anything else that's like singing. Yes, it's an athletic art form like dance or gymnastics, but unlike dance or gymnastics, there's a common belief that you were either born to sing or you weren't. But this simply is not true. Are we all born with the raw potential to be able to sing like Whitney Houston? No, of course not, but the goal is to discover your own unique voice and potential to become the best singer that you can be. Learning how to sing without damaging your voice is definitely a big part of that journey. Now, if I told you that I was an avid tennis player, naturally talented, but I'd only ever had a few lessons, didn't work with a coach, didn't do any specific training or study technique or follow a special diet, but I was wondering why I wasn't as good as Serena Williams, you'd probably laugh, right? And then you'd probably tell me that if I wanted to be a seriously good tennis player, that I needed to find an awesome coach and do some serious training. But singers don't think anything of comparing themselves to incredible singers like Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, Ariana Grande, Lady Gaga, etc., etc., and expect themselves, without any proper training or coaching, to magically be able to sing huge songs as well as their idols can. And if they can't, they usually just think it's because they aren't good enough or talented enough. So when singers come up against vocal challenges like a tough note or phrase or song, they usually try harder, and I say try, practice more, but without knowing how to solve the problem or what the exact problem is. So what they then do is start forcing their voice. The sound then gets tighter, the tougher notes get tougher, their voice starts to hurt, and they start to develop further negative beliefs about themselves. I have been in this horrible negative loop before, and it is most definitely not fun. So remember, practice does not make perfect, it makes permanent. So if you're practicing in the wrong way, any vocal problems will just get worse and potentially damage your voice. So how can you sing without risking damage to your voice? The first thing to do is to understand that singing is a holistic activity. Now that means that we need to work on our mindset, our soul and emotions, and our whole body, and not just our voice. So grab a pen and paper, because this is what I want you to do at home. First, we're going to work on your mindset, because a positive mindset is absolutely key to singing without damaging your voice and reaching your potential as a singer. It's also hugely overlooked. So we have constant thoughts flying around in our heads every minute of every day, an inner voice constantly chatting and talking to us. Most of the time we aren't even aware of what those thoughts are, and a lot of the time they're very negative, stemming from negative limiting beliefs that we have about ourselves. Now these thoughts create emotions, which in turn can have a huge effect on us physically and in turn our singing. So let me give you an example. I have a brand new song to work on for a show or an audition, and the first time I sing it, my voice cracks on a tough section of the chorus. I might have the thought, oh, that was hard. I then sing the same song again and again, each time repeating the same mistakes, trying harder. Now the song doesn't sound any better, my voice starts hurting, everything feels bad and tight, and I'm now scared of those tough notes in the chorus. I also now think that I'm just a rubbish singer. So that initial negative thought has multiplied, reinforced existing negative beliefs that I already had, and created more, like I just can't sing this song, or I just can't sing high notes, I'm just not good enough, or even, the worst one, I hate my voice, which is a horrible affirmation. So these negative thoughts and beliefs have triggered an emotional response, which in turn then triggers my physical response. So that fear will make my heart beat a bit faster. My breathing is going to get a bit faster and shallow. My body and my throat is going to tense up. It's harder to think clearly, and everything becomes very intense and serious, making my singing and my body even tighter. So if you have negative beliefs like these, even if you start to improve the physical aspects of your singing, they will continue to trigger unwanted emotional and physical events, sabotage your progress, and hold you back. So that's why it's so important to work on building a positive mindset and a supportive mindset as the foundation of your singing. So the first thing you need to do is to become aware of those negative thoughts and beliefs. Here's an exercise to help you. So I'd like you to close your eyes and just start slowing your breathing. Now imagine you're performing a song. Take your time and set the scene. Are you on a stage? Are you in a club or a theatre? Do you have a band or a backing track? Are you playing an instrument? Are you sat on a stool? Are you standing? Are you moving around? How many people are in the audience? Are they sat and silent? Are they standing and dancing? Imagine yourself singing an easy song and then maybe a couple of harder songs. And as you do, I want you to make note of any thoughts, beliefs, and feelings that come up for you. Once you have a list of these thoughts and beliefs, take a look at any of those negative statements and ask yourself if each negative belief is serving you. Decide that it's not. Consciously choose to let it go. I like to use Louise Hay's sentence here. So she said, "This thought no longer serves me. I choose to let it go." And then you replace each negative affirmation with a positive affirmation. So if you've written, "I just can't sing high notes," your positive affirmation might be, "I can sing high notes with effortless ease." "I hate my voice" could become, "I love and appreciate my voice." "My voice is weak" could become, "My voice is getting stronger every day." So there is no right or wrong, just go with what feels right for you. Then you want to choose about 3 to 5 of those affirmations, the positive ones, the ones that really resonate with you, and repeat them often throughout the day, just like a mantra. And from now on, start paying close attention to those thoughts when you sing and beliefs about yourself as a singer. Anytime a negative thought pops up, make the decision to let it go and replace it with a positive affirmation. When you face a note or a song or a phrase that's hard and you're not happy with the way you sound, rather than criticizing yourself, choose to view it as a challenge and an opportunity to grow and improve as a singer. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the physical aspect of singing without damaging your voice. Worrying about damaging your voice can make singing really scary and definitely not fun. So we can't cover everything you need to know in order to develop a healthy and great technique in this one lesson, but I can teach you a safe way to sing without damaging your voice. So going back to what I said earlier, when you try hard and you try to get the results you want by pushing and shoving your voice, you create unwanted restriction and tension in your body, and more often than not, you use too much air pressure. When this happens, that's when you're in danger of damaging your vocal cords. So I want you to remember these golden rules for singing. Number 1, if it hurts, stop. And that's definitely the most important. And number 2, if your speaking voice is affected, you start sounding hoarse or you start to lose your voice, stop. In order to sing to the best of your ability without damaging your voice, you need to learn how to sing with ease and an open, relaxed throat and body. To do this, you need to bring awareness and focus to your singing. Then empower yourself with knowledge and ideally work with a coach going back to basics. If you're not sure where to begin, you can start by watching yourself in the mirror. Sing a couple of scales, maybe just the first 5 notes of the major scales, and then sing a couple of songs. And as you do that, ask yourself these questions. Is my body aligned correctly for singing? Am I breathing correctly and in the right places when I'm singing? Can I feel and see tension in my body when I sing? And if so, where? Does my neck and shoulders or my face tense up when I'm singing? Do my shoulders lift when I sing or when I breathe? Am I pushing my voice and forcing high notes? Does my larynx shoot up when I sing high notes? Do I jut my jaw out or lift my head? People often do this or they do that when they're singing high notes. When I'm singing a scale, does the volume increase as the notes get higher? So what I'd like you to then do this week is practice singing your exercises and songs in a light, low volume. Make sure you do not allow yourself to get louder as you sing higher. Consciously allow your voice to do what it needs to do throughout your range, and do not worry at this point about how it sounds. What we're focusing on is learning to use a relaxed and open body and voice. We want to build confidence, learn how little effort you need to sing and how little effort it takes to go through your range. So it's usually not the pitch of the notes that's the problem, but how we sing them. And when you're singing with ease like this, you will not damage your voice. And it's from this point of low volume and relaxed ease that you can start building your voice and your technique, and working on those other things like power and developing your range. So I hope this lesson has been useful, and if you'd like to crush your goals and really free your singing potential, check out my 7-day singing challenge course. Hopefully we can get to know each other better, and I shall see you soon. 'Cause we're